Hi, this is Momo in the morning. I don't know what happened to my recorder, but it cut me off before I finished the last one. So this is part two. We were talking about our history and our culture being destroyed by these radical extremist, socialist, Marxist, communist Democrats. Well, the other side of the coin is that think about something, what I'm going to say now. There's a little child, I don't know how old, in Homer Glen, that's where I live, that created a design for a PPE gown. And he won. So they were supposed to use his design, it's like a happy thing, God bless this boy or girl that did this. That's an accomplishment that should be proud. Everyone should be proud that this happened. Well, the mother, in frustration of what's going on in the world right now, in our country, on Facebook, talked privately to relatives. And then now they won't allow that design to be used. And now she loses her jobs because she said something on Facebook. I thought we had the First Amendment right. We can speak however we want to speak. Now I said that, but let's ask the better question. If somebody goes on Facebook and starts talking about not the left and all that garbage, but starts talking about the right and says, boy, I think that the Constitution of the United States is the best thing that ever happened. I'm proud of the Founding Fathers, all of them. Now, is that person going to lose their job? Possibly. That's how I feel. But is that person going to lose their job? Think about it. That's your First Amendment right. Now, if you said the opposite stuff, that it's not going against the radical left, and you said that you agree with the stupidity, well, I'm going to take that word out because now I'm trying to act like an idiot. And if somebody said that they agree that the police should be defunded and that they agree that the police are bad, now if a conservative company owns where they work, what would happen if they fired that person for making a post like that on Facebook? And if they did fire that person, the radical Marxist left would go bananas. You see, what's going on is whatever is good for the Marxists that have the loudest mouth in the media, which are mostly Marxist. And so now when anybody says something contrary to the stupidity and the idiocy of the narrative that the left wants to shove down the Americans' throat, they're attacked. The mob will win. Yesterday I saw on the boob tube, because that's what it is, because most of the stuff that you see on there is biased. But I saw a professor that did not want to stop giving the final exams to black people only because they were suffering from the death of Floyd. So now he got suspended. So everything is coming down to what the left feels is good to destroy our civilization as we know it. It's just sick. We need to stand up. We can no longer be quiet. Don't let anybody tell you that you don't have freedom of speech, because you do. And these lockdowns are a bunch of baloney. If you get the coronavirus, then you don't even leave, which is happening, that people are locked down, they never left their house, and they're still getting it. So maybe this is a disease that you get and you just got to fight it off like the regular flu. There's no difference in the number of people that are getting it and dying from the disease, whether you lock down or you don't lock down. That's at least the data that I'm seeing. But nobody wants to talk about that data. It was like hydroxychloroquine. They didn't want nobody to know about that being okay. So all the fake studies came out, and the media ran with it. It was good for them. It was bad for Trump, so it's good for them. This is all a big plan to take down the President of the United States, a plan to end our freedoms, to make our country a bunch of Marxists, no good, lousy place to live. So, and you know what? And the people that think that when it becomes socialist and Marxist, everything's going to be good, they're really going to go nuts. Because then the government says to you, you do the work I tell you to do. You live where I tell you to live. You say what I tell you to live, and if you don't, you're in trouble. God bless the United States and God bless America.